In this video, we'll be looking at the SumIfs function, which allows us to add up numbers that meet more than one criteria. And we'll compare this to the SumIf function, which allows one criteria. So here we've got a list of readers in a book club at school, and we want to compare how many books were read by students in each grade. So I've already done the SumIf for these other ones, but I'll do this one here for grade 8, the total number of books read per grade. So for SumIf it was equals SumIf, and we just had the range, which was the grade in this case. And we'll make that an absolute reference because we would normally copy this formula down as I've done here. The criteria is the grade, which is stored in this column here. And the sum range is the total number of books read, which I've put in orange on the right here. And that's also going to be absolute reference because we would copy it down. And then we're going to close brackets, and 881 books were read by grade 8. We can see it matches up there, the total there. Now we want to do a step further and work out the total number of books read by members of the book club in each grade. And we can see we've got a column here that says yes if they're a member of the book club and nothing if they're not. So we're going to have equals SumIfs, open brackets, and the first thing now, it's a bit different. The sum range comes first and then all the criteria come after that. So we still want to add up the total number of books, so we're going to select that there, make that an absolute reference, put in our comma, and then we're going to do our criteria. So our first one, we want to check their grade. So we're going to select that column, make it an absolute reference, and their grade is 8. Then our second set of criteria, the first range, or the range for the second criteria is the book club column. And we're going to make that an absolute reference, and then the criteria was the yes that is written in there. In this case, it makes sense to simply type it in and inverted commas because it's text. And then we're going to close brackets and we should get an answer. And now we can simply copy this down. I'm going to say fill without formatting so it doesn't ruin our borders. And then we can see that it's copied down, but now it's doing for grade 9 and grade 11, 10. We're also going to quickly look at the AverageIfs function, which works exactly the same as SumIfs, the same way that AverageIf and SumIf are very similar. So we're going to work out the average number of books read by book club members per grade. So equals AverageIfs. And now, of course, just like in SumIfs, the average range is first, so we're going to select the total number of books read by each student, make that an absolute reference. Then the criteria is first of all the grade, also going to make that an absolute reference. Their grade is given here, and then we want to know if they're in the book club, so we're going to select the book club column as well, make that an absolute reference, and finally we'll say yes, they're in the book club. If we wanted to look at non-book club members, we could just have the empty inverted commas to look for that. But we are going to look for book club members in this case. And there we go. Just decrease the number of decimal points. And there we have it. Grade 8 book club members read an average of 46 books each. And then we'll copy that down, and you can see it goes down per grade.